In a stunning underwater discovery, marine archaeologists claim to have found a 10,000-year-old playground at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean.
Let's freaking go, y'all. Welcome back to Unreal Reality, guys. Today, we'll be reacting to mysterious videos you can't unsee. If anyone's new out there, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it today, guys.
Elon was being mean to us. I left the country, one of the cars. I just wanted to rebel and try solid water for the first time. You guys are so cool. You're so real. Can I touch you? Oh, please. Thank you.
Are you real or fake? Are you real?
Am I real? I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
No, te está grabando.
I'm sorry, guys. Prank or no prank, this is straight up terrifying, guys, all right? This right here is why you don't give ChatGPT access to drive your car. Crazy. I don't know, guys, Fukushima, Chernobyl, or maybe it's somewhere even worse that we weren't even ever told about. Places like this don't just empty out by accident, okay? Someone made a conscious decision and never looked back.
So apparently, like wolf spiders in your house memorize your routine in order to avoid you. That's why you never see them. But the fact is, there's 7 to 8 adult wolf spiders in your house right now. Big ones. That's not counting the little ones or the babies. Now, one time I was in my basement and I went down there for a random reason at like 12:30 p.m. And I saw a mama wolf spider on top of a pile of clothes, crouched down in an attack position. That's not a quote. That's how its front legs were. Bro, I tried to go grab something to hit it, and what did it do? It scurried back inside the clothes pile.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna keep it a full buck with you, all right? As long as the two of us, like, never cross paths, ever, we're good, all right? I don't have a problem with that. But thank you for that extra dose of paranoia that I now have.
$35 ghost disturbance fee? Where are you? Float your translucent ass back out here right now.
Ethel's in trouble.
I know you're not skinny enough to fit through there, even floating through shit. Strange humming. Objects moving in adjacent rooms. Tenants are threatening to leave due to these. What did I tell you? You're only allowed to haunt one other place. The people next door. We hate them. Everyone else, not up for grabs. You can't be floating around. Elderly woman appearing through windows. Really? Really? This is why people drink. I put on Housewives for you, Mormon Lives, Housewives. You were entertained here. Why do you have to go haunting other people? Our quiet hours are 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. We are hearing screams coming from... Okay, I will take blame for that one.
Oh, you know times are rough and at all-time lows when you start getting ghost disturbance fees as part of your rent, okay? Sounds to me like Ethel needs to go out and get her ass a J-O-B. Job.
The word today is job. J-O-B.
Who would pay for electricity? Whoa, something just changed. Did you just see that? Something most definitely just changed.
What changed?
One of the lights paused for a second. There's no cars. It's 10 o'clock at night.
What are you doing there?
This is 1 year later. Now, we did meet the girl that grew up here. This was her childhood home. She absolutely 100% said it was haunted.
She actually made
a video.
I bet.
What is her screen name? Jenna
something, I can't remember.
She 100% confirmed that this house is haunted. I just can't imagine anybody keeping the fucking power on for the lights to blink.
Haunted or not, it's probably still one of the safest houses in the entire neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? The house has been empty and vacant for years, but strangely enough, the lights still somehow know when someone's right out front clocking the property, so...
Did you know that crows can hold a grudge against you for your entire life? Because if you ever try to hurt or attack a crow, they can actually remember your face.
True.
Or if they ever see you again, they're able to instantly recognize you as a threat. But it doesn't stop there, as crows are extremely communicative, and will go as far as telling the rest of its flock to remember your face as well, also passing down their grudge against you to their babies. So even after the crow you taunted dies, other generations of crows will continue to have this grudge against you, where they're known to do things like loudly squawk at you non-stop, constantly shadowing over you just watching, or rarely they'll swoop down at you, making sure they never forget what you did.
Yeah, guys, no bullshit. Crows are like super smart animals. Mark Rober did an entire video with a crow solving a bunch of physics puzzles, so highly, highly intelligent animals, guys.
Look at this on the around the horn and the throw down to second, and it got him in the head on the throw from Fortes, and down he went.
A man has seen his house left isolated in the middle of a motorway after a land dispute in China. The man's home was situated along the planned route for a new highway, but when he refused their compensation offer, authorities decided to just build around the home instead. To access the house, he must walk through a massive tunnel under the road before arriving at his front door. The man and his 11-year-old grandson continue to live in the house, which remains fully connected to water and electricity.
This right here is what happens when you're either too stubborn or too stupid to take the money that they're offering you, and now your front yard looks like exit 12A on the New Jersey Turnpike, so good job.
Oh yeah, I heard that. All right, ready? Oh shit. Yo, what the fuck? Bro, stop fucking around.
Where'd he go?
Yo, where'd you go? Yo, how the fuck? Yo, you were just down here with me. No, Bro, how the fuck did you get up there? I was sleeping. Dude, I swear, like... Bro, we were doing the video. Dude, what the fuck? Bro. Yo, come here. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Yo, Louis, stop scaring me, bro. Yo, Louis.
Spooky stuff. Let me tell you something, guys. Anytime someone creeps me out without needing to use like a jump scare or a corny gimmick like that, my hat is off to you, all right? Mwah! Chef's kiss, 2 thumbs up.
In a stunning underwater discovery, marine archaeologists claim to have found a 10,000-year-old playground at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean.
200 miles off Hawaii's coast, a team from the Oceanic Exploration Institute has uncovered what they're calling a prehistoric playground, submerged 3,000 feet below the Pacific's surface.
We've identified smooth stone ramps like slides and rings appear to be climbing structures.
Bridge, send ABC to the bridge.
Using advanced sonar and a deep-sea submersible, the team stumbled upon the site during a routine mapping mission. At the ocean floor, they found stone structures, slides, circular platforms, and carved seats, what appears to be a staircase straight from a science fiction novel, arranged in a pattern that suggests a play area, dating back roughly 10,000 years to the end of the Ice Age.
Carbon dating of nearby coral and sediment places this at 8,000 BCE.
This find raises
crazy.
big questions. Who built this playground? How did kids play here so long ago?
The layout is deliberate. We're not saying aliens built it, but this challenges what we know about early humans.
Social media is alight with the hashtag Ocean Playground trending, as people marvel at this window into a lost world.
Yeah, so meanwhile, over here in Clown World, I still can't find my car keys and phone half the time. Well, this dude's over here digging up Atlantis Jamboree 20,000 leagues under the sea. So there's that, guys.
This isn't science fiction, a fighter jet disappearing from the radar screen in an instant,
Wow.
only to reappear hundreds of kilometers away a few seconds later. Is this optical interference? A radar blind spot? This is China's legendary aerial teleportation. The Chinese fighter jet J-36 is currently undergoing test flights. It is rumored that the J-36 integrates a quantum radar evasion system, AI path prediction algorithms, and electromagnetic bubble suppression engines. It's not just about stealth, it's about actively becoming invisible through algorithms. It makes enemy radars see the wrong location, or even non-existent on the radar. Behind this lies China's ultimate simulation of future air combat dominance. Whoever breaks the linear strike logic first wins the information-based air superiority. While the US Air Force's F-22 and NGAD still rely on traditional stealth coatings and infrared suppression, China may have already entered a combat model based on perception, deception, and spatial displacement.
Yes! That's awesome!
Okay guys, so I posted the full VHS on my YouTube today. If you are easily freaked out, don't watch it. There's a lot of weird stuff in there. Basically, it's just a bunch of messages and old movie clips pasted together, and then there are a bunch of slots called submissions, where it just says like a name and submission. Some of those submission spots have videos inside of them where the boots are shown, and if those are real, they're pretty messed up. I now know why they asked for my name, because there's a slot with my name created in there, but there's no video in mine. Right here really bothered me. I'll show you why. I posted that to my subs only, and someone said to rewind it, so I did that, and it says this.
The devil knows that. I heard her moving things all around that room all night. Never heard such goings on. And she wouldn't let me in her room this morning. She's a strange one.
So yeah, it's just weird. I need to figure out if the clips of the shoe stuff is like real or fake, because if it's real, it's bad. People have realized some creepy stuff, like the names of the submissions that got rejected are also the names that are on the site. Once more people watch it and kind of come up with more information, I'll post a full analysis. Until then, bro, I probably watched this whole thing like 9 or 10 times. It's getting to the point now where when I hear people not talking to Rewind, it sounds weird. So I honestly need to take a break for a little bit. Also, I think it's unrelated. I got a skin infection on my leg, which I honestly don't think is from the boots, but I'm now on antibiotics, so great.
You see, he put those boots on and now he has the funk all over his shins that requires antibiotics to clear up. I wouldn't be surprised if those boots had some type of like, I don't know, powdered chemical or something inside of it, just waiting for someone to put their stupid little foot into.
You might be too young for this, but do you remember the website called Rotten.com? Around from 1996 to 2012. Rotten.com was a shock value, dark web-esque website that was extremely popular. The reason it was so popular was because it was basically the internet's darkest rabbit hole. On this site, you could find anything from autopsy reports to natural disasters, all of the above. The site itself was pretty basic. It honestly looked like something a teenager made. It was just the Rotten.com logo and then a bunch of hyperlinks. And the thing with these links is there was little to no description and there were no photos. So you would click on these links not really knowing what you were going to see. Sometimes it would describe it and sometimes it would just be a link that said happy birthday. You would press on it and it would be something you could never ever unsee. Supposedly one of these links would take you to see Princess Diana after her car crash. However, many speculate that that was fake. That was the thing with this website, is you didn't know what was fake or what was real. And this was just a normal website that anybody could access. You didn't have to go to the dark web to see what was on this website, which meant a lot of children went on to the site. I remember being very young and my friends asking, did you see that thing on Rotten.com? I was like scared to go on it because I was so like afraid of what I would see. Because of how graphic and wild Rotten.com was, there were people who were trying to sue them, get it taken down. But unfortunately, because of laws and free speech, that wouldn't happen and it would just continue on. It is until 2012 when the page was taken down. I'm not sure if it was taken down because it was forced to or just because it wasn't popular anymore. But yeah, so do you remember Rotten.com? And if you do, what is one thing you saw on that website that you can never forget?
Oh, I definitely remember Rotten.com. And yes, it did kind of seem like a dark web-esque type of site, but that's only because it was the 90s and everything was Web 1. You know what it does remind me of? There was a set of like VHS movies, a whole bunch of them that showcased the same type of stuff, slaughterhouses, autopsies. I can't think of the name of the movies. If you know what I'm talking about, drop it below. Help me out, guys.
Simpsons predicted that June 15th, 2025 is the day everything comes to a stop. A simple coincidence or a warning we shouldn't ignore. In a long-forgotten episode from 1998 titled The Last Day of Springfield, a massive blackout throws the entire city into darkness. No lights, no cars. The city is completely frozen. Even Homer's nuclear power plant shuts down. Just before everything cuts out, a digital calendar flashes one last time. June 15th. Professor Frank runs around screaming and flailing his arms. It's the end. While Kent Brockman stares straight into the camera with a chilling smile. Back to the Stone Age. But it doesn't stop there. 2013 episode Mr. Burns drops an eerie line. The end of energy has already been scheduled. Too many coincidences. Hold on. In a 2007 episode, Lisa holds a book titled The Last Day of Civilization. And on the cover, the date, June 15th, 2025. A global blackout. A full collapse of the internet. Or maybe something even worse.
I don't know, guys. There are so many of these Simpsons prediction videos going around. It's hard to tell what's real and what's not. Are any of you out there true Simpsons fans who can confirm or deny if this episode actually aired? If you can, drop it below. Help us out, guys. We would love to hear from you.
What's that? Oh, astronomers have discovered a flashing signal towards Earth that happens every 44 minutes? Tell me more. That's right, they're calling it ASKAP, and it's emitting radio waves as well as X-rays towards Earth for 2 minutes at a time every 44 minutes.
Weird.
Oh, goody. They haven't quite determined what it is trying to tell us, but they think it's similar to that of Morse code. Love it. They located this about 15,000 light years away in a galaxy called Scutum. It was reported that one of the astronomers, as he was looking at the flashing light through the telescope, he felt as if his mind was stuck and repeating itself over and over, almost like he had a concussion. Lovely. What are we trying to be told from this? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. As creepy and spooky as this may seem, it's extremely hard for me to take Ace Ventura over here seriously, talking the way that he talks. Tell me he doesn't sound exactly like Ace Ventura, guys.
Alrighty then. This is a breakthrough in the future of computing. That pink liquid, it's full of living human brain cells. And here's the crazy part. Scientists are combining those brain cells with traditional silicon to build computers that are alive. It's pretty wild. Now, this is a brand new industry of technology called biocomputing. These are real human neurons that can actually think and learn for themselves. Now, if you're like me, you're probably wondering one thing. Why are they doing this? It feels a bit much to be growing human brains just to put them into computers. Well, listen to this. It turns out human brain cells have extremely rare abilities to process things without being trained. Normal computers have to be taught to solve problems. It's why AI models take so much energy and training data to build. But as soon as you add brain cells to a computer chip, they don't really need as much training. They kind of start figuring out what to do on their own, just like a human would. Now, because of this, these biocomputers are super efficient. A regular supercomputer might use 40 million watts of power to solve a complex task. The human brain can do it in just 20. That's 2 million times more efficient. And this means these biocomputers could become the secret weapon to solving humanity's hardest computational challenges. But there is just one massive problem. Brain cells tend to die when their temperature deviates from 98.6 degrees, and computers generate a ton of heat. So we have this wild situation where living computers could be the solve for everything, but it's almost impossible to keep the brain part alive. Today, companies like Cortical Labs are selling these biocomputers for $35,000. But over time, scientists are going to figure out how to get them more stable and accessible. It's wild to say, but I think soon we're going to have living computers that literally think like humans.
Yeah, sweet. So we're just out here giving computers actual brain cells. Meanwhile, I forget why I walked into my kitchen.
All right. It is June the 10th, and look at this in the sky. So I was out here last night and I caught something unexplainable. It was definitely something in front of the moon. And I come out here tonight and look at this. That looks like it's a cross in the sky. So I'm going to zoom in upon it and look at that. Look at that. It looks like, I don't know, this is unexplainable, but it's very beautiful. So it looks like an opening or a cloud behind the clouds. Now, right here, look, I want y'all to understand that is definitely a cross. This is not a filter. It is 3:26 in the morning. I just wanted to come out here and see what I could record. And wow, that's a cross, hold on, in the sky. As you can see, this is not a filter. That is beautiful. Signs in the sky.
This is why I keep saying we are cooked, okay? We've reached a point in time where it's damn near impossible to tell the difference between something created artificially and something that's actually real. This right here is exactly why we need an AI label on anything created artificially, guys.
This might be the scariest video by accident. Originally, it was just this girl, she's like getting ready and she's just filming herself, right? During the video, she gets a call from an Uber driver that's driving their kid somewhere. The Uber driver says, I have your kid here and I've been on the market for a kid. I'm thinking of like keeping him. What? Listen, the Uber driver says this.
My kid's phone.
Hello?
Maybe the child.
Did you just...
My child, yeah.
You picked up my child. Why are you calling me from his phone?
I want to buy a child. I see my marketplace. Maybe
Please bring him. Can you come back? We can talk about it in person.
Smart.
Sorry. I don't understand.
Come back to the location that you picked him up.
Uber? Yeah, an Uber driver took the kid.
Wait, why was the kid by himself?
So that's another thing. Yeah. So that's another problem. A lot of people, obviously, that reacted to it are saying they shouldn't have ever put a kid in an Uber first off by himself.
Yes, this is completely out of pocket. Yes, this is totally absurd and crazy. But you put your kid in the car with a random stranger, okay? You really can't be mad at anyone but yourself. I know I wouldn't put my kid in some random ass taxi with a stranger, so there's that.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters by the Israeli occupational forces or forces that support Israel.
Yikes.
I urge all my friends, family and comrades to put pressure on the Swedish government to release me and the others as soon as possible.
Well, she's a strange person. She's a young, angry person. I don't know if it's real anger. It's hard to believe, actually, but I saw what happened. She's certainly different.
Kidnapped, yet still able to post TikToks. Like, come on, guys. Can you guys just keep this girl? Please, just keep her, all right? Keep her. We will pay you to keep her. She is nothing but a pain in the ass, all right? That's all I got for this one, y'all. Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Smash that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.